In today's virtual warm-up, we're gonna start off with a lunge and an arm swing. So I'm gonna have Harry face me. I want you to keep your left leg stationary, don't move it. And I'm gonna have you step out of the lunge, but at the same time, I want you to swing your arms up overhead, following your hands with your eyes. So go ahead, step out into a lunge. Now I want you to keep that left leg down and go into a hamstring stretch, swinging your arms down, following your hands with your eyes. Now go back and forth, make it a little rhythm. One more. Now let's switch sides. Coaching point here is just keep good posture in the spine. Don't get rounded over when you go into the hamstring stretch. We're just trying to take that hip into extension and flexion. Good. So next part of the warm-up, I'm gonna have Harry still face me. We're gonna do a static hip hinge. So I'm gonna have Harry, I want you to lock your elbows and put your hands on your thighs. And I want you to slide your hands down your thighs while you're pushing your hips back. We're staying engaged in the core, and go ahead, push them back until your hands get a little bit below your knees. So coaching cue here, I want this neutral spine to be a natural arch here, and we're gonna do a static hold here for 30 seconds, but I want him to feel it in the glute and the hamstring. So when you do this, just make sure you're feeling it in those two areas. The high glute and core. I don't want you to feel it just in this hamstring stretch. It's not a stretch. So if you come out of it, if he was to push his hips too far back and lock his knees, you might just feel it as a hamstring stretch, right? That's not what we want. And if he was to push his knees forward and kind of squat down, he's gonna feel it in his quads and knees. I don't want that. So again, one more time, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna lock the elbows, engage the core, slide the hands down while pushing the hips back, keeping the spine neutral, and we're good. And we should be feeling it here in that glute, low glute, high hamstring maybe, but not a hamstring stretch, and the core. So next part of the warm-up, we're gonna go to a rotational squat. So I have Harry face the camera, and I want you to get in your traditional width of your stance, and we're gonna rotate out. The left leg's not moving, and the left toe's gonna stay pointing forward. I'm gonna have you rotate out and squat down. Key here is to keep a good posture, don't come rounded over. We wanna stay upright. The same mechanics we were talking about at that hip hinge. We want that spine with the natural curve, and come back up to the beginning, and then go ahead and come left. Right leg doesn't move, sit down, go back, give me one more each way. Good. So next I'm gonna have you get in a push-up position. We're gonna start warming up the upper body. So we're gonna start off with some isometrics on a scap-hold. So once you get in a good push-up position, squeeze your glutes. I want you to protract your scapula, so push the ground away from you, and we're gonna hold here. And then what we ultimately should be feeling it is in our riblets, that anterior serratus. Here we go, go ahead, relax. So once you get done with the holds, now I want you to just actually do the movement, protracting and retracting the scapula. So there, and then squeezing it down. Press it, squeeze it down. Press it, squeeze it down. It's almost like you're trying to squeeze a pencil in between your shoulder blades and then push it away. You're gonna really wake up this anterior serratus, even turn on the pecs a little bit and get that shoulder nice and warm. Good. And there's today's virtual warm-up.
Welcome to today's virtual training. We're gonna focus on 3 simple components: an isometric, a banded, and finally a dynamic. The idea is to get the tissue or keep the tissue as closely ready as possible for generating and absorbing force. So we're gonna need a towel and a rubber band. So with the basic bath towel, we're gonna work on just a hinge position. We're gonna put the towel under Jonathan Harrison's feet. This is our isometric. We wanna generate force. So we're gonna do that by squeezing the towel as hard as we can and then pulling. But the idea is to keep a nice neutral spine, sink into the hips, feel the hamstrings and glutes working, and of course the shoulders as well. Make sure you pinch the shoulder blades back. Good. Now we're gonna go right into the banded, Harry. Throw that in. So now we're gonna take the isometric and make it active. Let's go 5 reps, 5 reps. Boom. Again, you're simply replicating that isometric position, but now we're just making it active. Hips, hamstrings are doing the work. Good, nice job. Let's go dynamic now. Take the band on off. Now he's gonna get tall and drop into that hinge position. Triple extension, drop, bam. Let's do 2 more like that. Triple extension, drop, Last one. Boom. Good. Now we're gonna move on. Upper body. What does the upper body look like? So now we're gonna grab the towel, scapular retraction. Here we go. I would do it, but I don't wanna make it look bad. So come on, here we go. Stand right here. You're gonna focus on pulling the towel apart as hard as you can. Good squeeze. Obviously getting some good grip strength here as well. Turn around here so you can see it from the back. The focus is on squeezing and pinching the shoulder blades together. Nice job. Now we're gonna get active. Here we go. Now we're taking the band, we're gonna make it active. Now we're gonna add the movement to it. Let's just do three, Good, good squeeze, one, good squeeze, good. Keep the hands up, good, nice job. Turn it around. Let's get three, boom. Pinch those shoulder blades together, good. Last one, nice job. Now keep the band in your hand, put it under your feet. Now he's gonna do a drop row. He's gonna drop into it, underneath, pull it, and catch himself. What we don't wanna do that the arms get into full extension. We wanna catch it before the arms get straight. So that same hinge position, we're gonna roll into it, lock it, drop, again, drop, boom, again, drop, boom, good, nice job. That is today's virtual circuit.
Welcome to Virtual Mobility. The theme today is extension. We're going with the ankles, going with the hip, going with the shoulder, focus on getting extension for the particular athlete here. So go ahead and go on down to a knee. Now we have a foam roller here. Pretty simple tool, but if you don't have a foam roller, use a couch cushion. Put it on the ground, it'll do the exact same thing we're doing here. So what we're gonna do is, for the athlete, I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this foam roller right at the base of his foot. And all he's gonna do is, he's gonna sit back into his hip and really just kind of sit there and try to find a little bit of extension in that ankle, right? We need that extension for explosion. So we're just trying to get some mobility here. He's just gonna sit there, hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds. Then after that, go ahead and do some oscillations, do it, just getting some pumps in and trying to get that range of motion in that extension position in that ankle. Open that up. So make sure you get the right leg, make sure you get the left leg. Switch it up. Good. As you can see, try to make sure that try to make sure the foam roller is not sitting in the crease of the ankle. You want it to sit right at the base of the foot, right there at the top. There it is right there. Go ahead, sit into it, hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds. After that, after it feels good, all the crevices kind of melt down together, give me about 5 oscillations. Good. Ankle extension. Everybody needs it. It's good. Got to work it. Good. Next thing we're going to do is this. I have a basketball here. Now, I think everybody has a basketball. I love basketball. But if you don't have a basketball, use a volleyball, soccer ball, something about the same size. If you have a med ball, that'll work too. So what we're going to do here is same. This time we want the ball to sit in the crease of the ankle. What we're gonna do here, and the reason why we're doing this is because, you ever heard of a couch stretch? Well, this is kind of a modified couch stretch. And a lot of people can't do couch stretches, but using a ball, a little less intensity, so we still get what we need. So go ahead and bring that knee forward a little bit. What we're gonna focus on here is just getting some extension in that right hip, that right knee is down. All he's gonna do is squeeze that right glute and just sit there and hold that for a little bit. So hold that for about 15 seconds. Good. Once you get done with 15 seconds, like always, let's get about 5 oscillations back and forth, back and forth. Really focusing on keeping that glute squeezed. You don't really want to lose it while you're oscillating, so you may not get as much movement as you're looking for. Good. Go ahead, switch it over. Go left leg. I'll help you out with the ball. Good. You're good to go. The reason why we picked the ball is because it has just the right enough height to really force that hip into extension a little bit more in that modified couch stretch. Foam roller, couch cushion will work, but if you can use a ball, I think it'll really help get that hip into extension a little more and get that stretch that you need. So like we said, 10-second hold, then about 5 oscillations. Good, good, so we're good with that. Now let's move on to the shoulder. So we're gonna get some extension in the shoulder. The reason why we're gonna get some extension in the shoulder is a lot of times we love to press, right? So go ahead and get on all the way face down. we love to press. Go ahead, bring your knees, bring your fists up and just dig them right into the ground, right? So a good test, right? Take those thumbs forward. Good, a good test is to say to somebody, just try to raise your fist off the ground without kind of bending your wrist. Can't do it, right? So what we want to do is, in order to build some of that, that extension in the shoulder, what we want to do is take the lever, go long, so lock your elbows out, bring them down beside your side. Good, right beside your side, long lever. And all we're going to do is raise those hands up. Good, just hold it right there, right? So we get some extension in that shoulder joint, right? That's what you're getting right here. We're just doing it with long levers. Good, we're just gonna hold it there for about 10. Good, after that, let's go to the side. Let's go right out to the side, parallel with the shoulders, up. Just hold it right there. Good, about 10 seconds. Then go forward and hold it there. All the way up right in front of you. Good. Hold it there for about 10 seconds. Okay, after we do that, let's go all the way back to the beginning. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the hands. We're gonna go around the world to the top, back down to the ground. Good, we got 10 reps of those. So we'll have the holds first, 10 seconds, each position, by the hips, at the shoulder, above the head. Then we're gonna do these rotations. Don't go too fast. When you get down here, you wanna go down to the ground. Good, back up, around the world, back to the hips, back down. That will count as 1 rep. Good to go, thank you. That's your virtual mobility for today.